What's up, everybody? I'm back with another tool deals video, and today we're going to be going over this Olight collection. All right, so Olight's going to have a sale coming up in a couple of days, and it's going to last a couple of days, and they've been kind of doing that every month. And some products are new, and I'm going to be going over my collection of flashlights and knife, and I have another one too somewhere else, another flashlight that's also not here. But I'm going to tell you the ones that I like the most. I'm going to tell you the ones that I don't like so much, and I'm going to explain to you why. So first up, we have this Marauder Mini, and I don't use this that much. It's a little dirty there. You can see, I mean, I use it. I just don't use it that much because this is a flashlight that you really want to use for camping. Okay, it's cool because it does have 3 different color LEDs. You can see the red one right here. One of them is blue and one of them is green. And it gets really bright and it has a really far throw. So I'm not a super huge fan of how you use it. First, you got to turn this to check the battery. I'm missing one bar. Then you push it to turn it on. So let's go ahead and demonstrate and look at the wall here. So this is its brightest setting, right? And I like the rotary dial. That's convenient. That's the lowest. And you have this light right here to show you the brightness, and that's your battery level. So, all right, so that's the brightness. It does get a little warm after a while. And then if you want to do a spotlight, you switch that. You just switch this little thing right here. And it has a really far throw. I don't use this very much because this is not an indoor flashlight, right? This is something you would take outside, and you want to hold it down. You can change the color to red. Then you have your green. Then you have your blue. All right. So you just hold that button down. So yeah, like I said, this is something that you would use outside. So I don't use that much. If you are a big camper, then this will be great for you if you spend a lot of time outdoors. But if you're the average person, you don't really need this. Now, this will likely be on sale. When it goes on sale, it usually comes with another flashlight, and it's like $160 or $150 or something like that. For that price, it's not bad if you want to just have this just in case. Because again, out of this bunch, there's nothing that's going to perform like this outdoors, because nothing else has the throw like that. Now, moving on, this is hands down my favorite one, the Baton 3 Pro Max. You see when I picked it up, it lets you know where the battery is. You just do that and it'll tell you, oh, it's green for good, and then if it was yellow and then orange and then red, and you need to charge it. Oh, oops. Okay, that's another thing with these things, they're magnetic. So you gotta be a little careful, because let's talk about that. So I like that this charges magnetically. The Marauder's the same way. Most of these are like that, are charged that way. Some of these plug in. This, I forgot how you charge this. I think you just gotta take the battery out. Some of them you remove the battery and charge the battery, or some of them just take like AA or AAA batteries. But these, the better ones, charge. This one is very cool because it's like a smart flashlight. First off, this is the feature I like the most. So you double tap, it's going to turn on to its highest setting. Then when it gets close to things, it dims. And then when it gets back in, it brightens up, dims. I love that function. I love that feature. It has a nice color of light. And I'm going to demonstrate with this Warrior Mini. You might notice that they look similar in size. But this one is slightly larger. Now, also, to me, again, it's a good size. It has nice grip. I like this one a lot. This has decent grip, too. It's a little skinnier. Doesn't feel as good in the hand, but it does have, like, more ridges. You can turn it on by using the rear, or you can turn it on by using this. And I like this, though, because it has a really nice twilight feature. It's much dimmer than this one. And this is nice to walk around the house in the middle of the night. But let's talk about the color of the light. Hopefully it shows up on camera. All right. And let's turn this one on. You guys can see this has a more yellow tint than this one. This is more hyper white light. So this gives you better clarity and better visibility in most situations. So yeah, I like this is my favorite flashlight, and that is my go-to. You also notice when you tilt this one, this doesn't do anything. Doesn't let you know. You just got to plug it in and it'll let you know what the battery is. Now my second, I don't want to say my second favorite, but another one that I use a lot is this Seeker 4 Mini. I use this a lot when I started a travel channel, and I'll link you guys to that when I post more videos, but it has a black light. You just double tap it and there you go. This has a black light, only one I know that has that, so I like that, right? I use that when I travel to check the sheets and the sofas and all of that. So I like this a lot for that. It charges from the rear, and so that's a pretty cool feature. These little like these would be great for mechanics. I don't really like them. They are very basic flashlights. One thing that's cool about this one is it comes with like a AA rechargeable battery, but this will also take regular AA batteries as well. It won't shine as bright, but it can do it. Now, a lot of them can do that as well. Like these, I think you just use AAA batteries in. That one, I think you just use a AAA battery, but you can get a lithium-ion AAA type battery, and these will work just fine. The other ones I use a lot are these keychains, and they give these away for free. I love these keychain flashlights. I keep them on all my keys. I have 2 other ones, and I use these a lot. So I use these probably the most because they're just so handy, and they get nice and bright. Let's demonstrate. Look at that. They get nice and bright, and they just run off little AAA batteries. I like that. Now, one of them, this orange one, this one charges. So what you do, I just turn that on. And this one has 2 settings. So this one has a low setting, and then it also has a high setting as well. I'm trying to do it with one hand, but it's so small, it's a little hard. There we go. There's high, and it has low. So that the blue one, the skinnier, taller one, just has one setting. It's just on and off. And when you need to charge it, you just twist it all the way to the left, almost like it's about to come off. And then it pops up, and it gives you access to the USB-C port to charge it. So very cool flashlight. All Olight flashlights are very well made. If you have never gotten one, get the free one. You do have to pay for shipping. I'll just leave that like that for now. They have great construction. This will really illustrate like the machining and the quality of the metal and the etching. You see that? That is just so cool. And the designs, this is so cool. And they're like etched. This is still metal, and these are just etchings. Like the detail is incredible. Even this one, like it's like carbon fiber. You see that? This one feels cool. This is a special limited edition. This will be coming out in a couple days. It's hard to explain, but it feels like a gun. It's like this heavy steel. And then if you guys notice, this one has like a cool green fade to it. But again, I don't really like that flashlight. These gobbers, I don't even understand their purpose. If you have a dog and you walking a dog at night, maybe, you know, you light up red. I just push both buttons at the same time, and you can detach them from this unit right here. You can put it on their collar. It does red, green, blue, and I think it just will keep flashing. It does white light, and then I think it'll just keep rotating. Okay, I just feel like these like maybe emergency type flashlights. I don't know. Turn them off. So I don't fully fool with that. Obviously, I use the pen a lot. Love the pen. The pen does quite a bit. When you're writing this, how you get the flashlight down. And if you want to light up the tip, you open up the flashlight and press that button. And then if you want to light up the flashlight on the side, you can close it, or you can still leave it open, and then you can double tap and that comes on. And it's super bright too. And this will still be on as well. If you wanted that and want to light up the room and we needed some extra light, you could turn that off and turn that back on. If you want to just have this come straight on. You know, if you just close the pen and you tap that, and this will come on. And it does different settings too, 3 different settings. And we have a laser. So while this is retracted, you would just push this button up a little bit, and boom, a laser comes up, green laser, boop, boop, boop. And it's green, so it shows up and goes really far. Turn it off, you push up on that again, and it turns off. So I love that pen. Moving on to the Parent 2. I use this a lot too. I really like this because they have a mini version of this, which might be better for working on a car, but you'll be missing some of the best features. So I like this a lot because at first when I got it, I'm like, what the heck would I do with a right angle flashlight? A whole lot. First of all, it's easy to use, just like this, right? But also it comes with this head strap. So when you're working on cars, you're in the attic or something like that, or crawl spaces, you strap this bad boy in there and you turn on, and it's not that heavy. It's not it's not really uncomfortable. You got to take this off, obviously, and it's not uncomfortable on your forehead either. It's a little bit heavy, but their mini version will be better. But again, you'll be missing some features, and it's up to you to decide on whether you'll be using these features. So the features I'm talking about, of course, it turns on, have different settings, right? But check this out. If you double tap it, pow, pow, it's going to get real bright, right? But here's what happens when you get real close to things, because, you know, it gets washed out. When you get real close, it's like the Baton 3. It'll dim. You step back, it gets dim. Now, check this out. So I have both of these, right? So I'm going to turn this on, right? And now watch what happens when I shine the light directly into the parent. It dims. So when you're, let's say you underneath a car. So let's say you're underneath the car with this thing on, and it's dark, obviously, underneath there. So you're under there, ha, 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 I'm working on it. And then you slide back out into the daylight. It's not enough light in here, but this will dim. And it'll save battery. So for when you go back under there, it'll get bright again and illuminate everything underneath. Now, you check this out. You see I'm underneath this. I'm putting it underneath the table. You notice how the ground, everything lit up. This is it refracts really great. Look at that. Lit up the whole ground and everything. Wonderful, wonderful light. I mean, look at the detail on this thing too. They make excellent, excellent, excellent flashlights. And again, I've challenged you guys. If you know anybody that makes flashlights this nice, let me know. Because somebody's like, oh, here's another shell for Olight. Look, I thought at first they were Chinese knockoff, like Chinese cheap things. And I kept telling them no when they asked that I want to review it. I just noticed there's a little strap hanger right there. And I kept telling them no. But I finally caved and was like, all right, send me one. And oh my God, they sent me that Marauder. Oh my gosh, that's how they hooked me. They sent me the most expensive thing. You see, they sent me little cheap stuff. But here's a knife that's going to be coming out. First, check that detail in the handle. It is well balanced. Is it perfect like a samurai sword? No. But in order to open it up, you push that and look at that blade. Those are etchings in the blade. Okay. It has nice grip for your finger here. Very nice grip. Thumb goes there. You need 2 hands to close it. As far as balance goes, see, it's pretty well balanced. Pretty well balanced. Nice weight. It's a great, especially when you're holding in your hand, even though it's well balanced right there where I have my thumb. Trying to do it fast, because if it was super balanced, or maybe I'm just not good at it, because it is well balanced, like I said. The blade does feel heavier, so if you were to swing it, you know, it has nice leverage for itself. And I don't know where my mind is going. I'm not saying go out here and be cutting people up, but you get what I'm saying. If you were swinging this thing, or just using it, the heft is in the blade. Now, in order to close it, you have to push this, and if you want to be safe about it, you need 2 hands. But I just did it with 1 hand. And when it closes down, it kind of snaps into place almost like it's a magnet holding it. So very secure, very nice blade. I don't know how much this will cost. But again, all this stuff will be on sale in a couple of days. It comes with a nice carrying pouch. It comes with this microfiber cloth, and it comes with a coin. I don't know what this coin is for. In my mind, I thought, man, it'd be great and cool if this coin could sharpen the blade somehow. Maybe it can. I don't know. I'll have to reach out and ask them. But anyway, there's one more light that I have, and it's like, I'll show it to you on screen, and I'll just talk about that one there. All right, so here's the other light. You see mine is pretty scratched up. And the thing is, I haven't used this that much, really just for one project. But I do like this. So let's talk about it. I've talked to you guys about it before when comparing like the 2500 lumen, the Metabo HBT lights, and then the even the Milwaukee Rocket lights. This is 1600 lumens. Okay, it's not 2500, 16, but this has a hook, which is almost invisible. Hold on. There you go. And as you can see, this rotates, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm just noticing that. And then it has a tripod mount, which I also never paid attention to. And I like this because it's a tripod mount for like a regular camera. So all the other ones, even let me go show you. All right, so here's the Metabo. I haven't made a video on this yet. It's clearly upside down. But here's the Metabo. This has like this super big industrial mount on it, like the 10,000 lumen Bosch and Metabo HPT. But this is what, just 2200 lumens? I don't recall. But this does have a hook, right? This has a hook. Obviously, this is much heavier than this, but I mean, this has a hook as well. Clearly, this is brighter because it's rated more, but I do like the fact that this has a regular tripod mount as opposed to this, because you have to get a whole new heavy-duty tripod mount, which I feel like is kind of, this is kind of heavy, so maybe you do need it, but I think you could probably get away with a decent regular one. This is much, much lighter. This might weigh a pound. This weighs maybe 2.5, 3. And you know, when you consider the amount of the extra lumens, it doesn't really justify the weight. Now moving on to this. This can also charge your devices. Okay, that can charge your devices. This one does not. The 10,000 lumens one did. This one does not. And as far as settings, let's see. I think it might have 3 settings. There's the red, back to white. So it's bright, brighter, brightest, and then the super dim one. So it has 4 different settings. And yeah, and also when you charge it up in the light, boom, we don't have to leave it on there long. Let's go somewhere dark. You can kind of already see it. I have to put my slippers on. On this dark hallway, you see that thing lights up. See that? And that's free. So I like this a lot. So anyway, this is the other one. Just wanted to show you guys this. It can also be propped up like so, or like so. Oh, yeah. So it's not going to stand up like that, but it can be rotated as well. And also, like I said, it has hooks, and then it has these magnets right here, which are super duper strong. You can already see them. Like I had them mounted to the bottom of the RV, all that rust. It was still holding on nice and tight. So I'm actually about to pack this up. I usually keep the Seeker 4 on me, like I mentioned before, from when I travel. I keep it in my backpack. And there's a lot of uses for black lights. Like my FJ Cruiser obviously has a refrigerant leak, so I use a black light to just do auto maintenance for AC. I also used to use black lights to verify my sneakers when I was reselling sneakers. So a lot of great uses for black lights, and this was very well made. You can buy little cheap black lights from Amazon too, but if you want a comprehensive, just real flashlight as well, little twilight mode, you can look into the Seeker 4 because, you know, it's just also a great flashlight. And these aren't that expensive either, especially when they're on sale. All right, and that is the collection. Again, I have a few that I use a lot. The Parent 2 I like. I love the knife, obviously. The pen. All the keychain ones. The Baton 3. The Seeker 4. And again, if you were a camper, I like the Marauders too. The other ones, I don't really like them. I'm gonna be honest. All these I'm not really fond of. Okay, take those away. The ones that still, I like all the other ones. Like though, again, those are my go-to for certain things. They all serve different purposes, and I like those. I wish and hope that they start. I'm gonna ask, you know, they start sending me the bigger ones. They also had this lamp, this end-table lamp that looks really cool. I'll show that on screen. Hopefully, I think they'll send me that too. I asked them about it. They discounted it for you guys. That's the other thing. If you are interested in any of these lights, you can go to their website and use the code TD10. You'll get 10% off your purchase. Don't forget your Rakuten as well for $30 bonus cash back on top of the 2 or 3 or 4%, whatever it is right now. If you're new to Rakuten, use the link in the description. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will see you guys next video.